For over 50 years, the moon has stood as both a symbol of past achievement and a beacon for the future. It's a silent, ever-present reminder of humanity's first daring steps beyond the cradle of Earth, a testament to what we can accomplish when we dream big and work together. The lunar surface, once marked by the footprints of Apollo astronauts, has remained untouched for decades, a quiet witness to our early exploration and a challenge waiting to be answered once more. The Apollo missions inspired generations, igniting imaginations and fueling scientific progress. Yet since those historic days, humanity has largely remained in low Earth orbit, circling our planet aboard the International Space Station, learning, experimenting, and preparing for the next giant leap. Now, NASA's Artemis program is poised to answer that challenge. This time, the goal is not just to visit, but to establish a lasting, sustainable presence on the moon, one that will serve as a springboard for future exploration deeper into the solar system. Artemis 3 will make history by landing the first woman and the first person of color on the moon, opening the door to a new era of exploration that reflects the diversity and determination of all humanity. The mission's target is the moon's south pole, a region shrouded in mystery with deep craters and shadowed areas that may hold frozen water. This precious resource could support future missions, providing drinking water, breathable air, and even rocket fuel. But Artemis is about more than just exploration. It's about building the foundation for humanity's future in space, constructing habitats, testing new technologies, and learning how to live and work on another world for the long term. With cutting-edge technology, robotics, and artificial intelligence, Artemis 3 will push the boundaries of what's possible, paving the way for even more ambitious missions to Mars and beyond. The mission is a global effort, uniting nations, scientists, and dreamers everywhere. It inspires innovation, collaboration, and a new generation of scientists, engineers, and explorers who will shape the future of space travel. Every challenge faced, whether designing next-generation spacesuits, landing in uncharted and rugged terrain, or training for the unknown, brings us one step closer to becoming a truly multi-planetary species. Around the globe, people are watching with anticipation, eager to witness how we overcome obstacles and reach new heights. The world is united in hope and curiosity, following every update and milestone. Artemis 3 is more than a mission, it's a story of human ingenuity, courage, and our relentless drive to explore the unknown. As we prepare to return to the moon, we are reminded that the spirit of discovery lives on, and the next chapter of space exploration is about to begin. At the heart of Artemis 3 is SpaceX's Starship Human Landing System, a revolutionary, fully reusable lunar lander that represents a giant leap forward in lunar technology. This spacecraft isn't just a vehicle, it's a bold vision for the future of human space exploration, designed to carry astronauts safely to the moon and back, and to do so again and again. Unlike Apollo's tiny module, Starship is massive, towering over its predecessor and offering far more space for both crew and cargo. Its size allows for longer missions, larger teams, and the ability to bring more scientific equipment and samples back to Earth. This means astronauts can stay on the lunar surface for extended periods, conducting more ambitious research and exploration. The Starship's white exterior isn't just for looks. It's engineered to reflect harsh sunlight and manage the extreme temperatures of the lunar day and night. Its high-mounted engines are a critical innovation, designed to minimize the amount of lunar dust kicked up during landing, which helps protect both the lander and the astronauts from potential hazards. To bridge the gap between the tall lander and the moon's surface, Starship features an external elevator system. This lift gently lowers astronauts and heavy equipment, ensuring safe and efficient access to the lunar ground. It's a practical solution that makes lunar exploration more accessible and less risky. Safety is at the core of Starship's design. With multiple redundant systems including several rocket engines, the lander can still complete its mission even if one engine fails. Engineers have built in layers of backup and reliability, so astronauts can focus on their work, knowing their ride home is secure. At SpaceX's Texas Starbase, teams are working around the clock, rapidly testing and refining Starship prototypes. Each test brings new insights, helping engineers adapt the spacecraft for the moon's rugged, unpredictable terrain. This relentless pace of innovation is what sets SpaceX apart in the new space race. The mission doesn't end with landing. Starship must also launch from the moon's surface, ascend back into lunar orbit, and dock with the Orion spacecraft for the journey home. This round-trip capability is essential for sustainable lunar exploration and future missions to Mars. In many ways, this lunar chariot is more than just a lander. It's the gateway to a new era of moon exploration, enabling humanity to dream bigger, stay longer, and reach farther than ever before. The biggest technical hurdle for Artemis 3 is orbital refueling, a feat never attempted at this scale. Starship can't launch with enough fuel for a round trip, so SpaceX will launch a propellant depot and multiple tanker flights to fill it in orbit. This requires rapid, repeated launches and flawless coordination. Transferring super-cold propellants in zero gravity is a major engineering challenge, with risks of leaks and boil-off. SpaceX has already demonstrated internal propellant transfer and is preparing for ship-to-ship tests. NASA calls this the highest-risk part of the mission, but it's also essential for future Mars missions. Success here will lay the groundwork for interplanetary travel. By solving this, SpaceX is building the infrastructure for humanity's expansion into the solar system. Before astronauts can board Starship and embark on their journey to the moon, SpaceX must first demonstrate that every aspect of the system is safe and reliable. This is achieved through a series of rigorous tests, each designed to push the boundaries of what the spacecraft can handle. From structural integrity checks to advanced software simulations, every component is scrutinized to ensure it meets NASA's demanding standards for human spaceflight. To support this ambitious goal, production is rapidly scaling up. New state-of-the-art facilities at Starbase in Texas and the Kennedy Space Center in Florida are being built and expanded, enabling SpaceX to assemble and launch rockets at an unprecedented pace. These sites are buzzing with activity as teams work around the clock to prepare for frequent launches and the complex missions ahead. One of the most challenging steps will be the refueling sequence in Earth orbit, which requires over a dozen successful launches and landings. Each Starship must rendezvous and transfer propellant with precision, a feat never before attempted at this scale. This process is essential to give Starship the fuel it needs for the long journey to lunar orbit and back. After SpaceX demonstrates the ability to transfer propellant in orbit, the next milestone is an uncrewed lunar landing. Starship HLS will attempt to land on the moon's surface, autonomously navigating and touching down in a carefully selected region. The spacecraft must then return safely to Earth, proving its systems can withstand the harsh lunar environment. This uncrewed dress rehearsal is critical. It will validate every system from advanced navigation and guidance to autonomous landing and ascent. Engineers will closely monitor every moment, analyzing data to ensure the spacecraft performs flawlessly under real mission conditions. Only after a flawless, uncrewed mission, with all objectives met and every system performing as expected, will NASA and SpaceX give the green light for Artemis 3, the first crewed lunar landing of the Artemis program. In lunar orbit, Starship will patiently await the arrival of the Orion spacecraft, carrying 4 astronauts who have trained for years for this moment. The 2 spacecraft will dock in the vast expanse above the moon, a testament to international collaboration and engineering prowess. 2 astronauts will transfer through the docking tunnel into Starship, preparing for the historic descent to the lunar surface. Every movement is choreographed and practiced, ensuring a smooth and safe transition between vehicles. Astronauts are deeply involved in every step of the process. They spend countless hours training in high-fidelity simulators, working side by side with SpaceX engineers to refine the lander's systems and procedures. Their expertise and feedback are invaluable in shaping the mission. Their input directly influences the design of the crew cabin, the layout of controls, and the development of mission protocols. Every detail is considered, from emergency procedures to daily routines, to ensure the astronauts' safety and comfort. Every test, simulation, and rehearsal brings us one step closer to returning humans to the moon, this time to stay and explore like never before. Artemis 3's success depends on the partnership between NASA and SpaceX, a blend of experience and innovation. NASA's engineers are embedded in Starship's development, ensuring safety and reliability. Astronauts and SpaceX collaborate closely, refining everything from control panels to the crew elevator. This hands-on approach ensures the lander is practical and safe for its users. By leveraging commercial speed and government oversight, NASA can focus on broader goals like Orion and a future lunar base. This partnership is a new model for tackling humanity's greatest engineering challenges. Despite doubts about the timeline and technical risks, SpaceX's confidence is rooted in its unique culture. The company thrives on rapid iteration, building, testing, and learning from failures. Each test, even failures, brings them closer to success. Milestones like propellant transfer and booster recovery prove their approach works. Leaders like Gwynne Shotwell express confidence based on real progress. SpaceX embraces risk, learning fast to build robust systems. Their mission isn't just a contract, it's about making humanity multiplanetary. This sense of purpose drives their relentless pace and innovation. Returning to the moon is about more than national pride, it's about shaping humanity's future. Artemis 3 will reaffirm US leadership in space and set standards for peaceful exploration. Starship's capacity enables permanent lunar outposts, turning the moon into a hub for science and industry. By targeting the South Pole's water ice, Artemis could unlock resources for long-term survival. The technologies developed here are stepping stones to Mars. The moon is our proving ground for deeper space missions. Artemis 3 inspires us to dream bigger and work together. A successful return will be a triumph for all humanity, opening a new chapter in our cosmic journey.